glory is often defined by achievements recognized in arenas of conflict and competition. Throughout history, attaining glory has demanded sacrifice, from ancient gladiatorial combats to modern-day contests. The pursuit of greatness is inextricably linked with the acceptance of potential loss and suffering. The pursuit of glory can be a destructive force, consuming individuals and communities alike. The ambition for glory can lead to the devastation of families, cities, and even generations. The cost of glory is often paid in the currency of human suffering and societal collapse. Historical narratives often emphasize the triumphs of those who achieved glory, while minimizing the sacrifices made. The stories of the forgotten, the broken, and the sacrificed are frequently omitted from polished historical accounts. It is essential to remember and acknowledge the full cost of glory, including the suffering often obscured by time. Glory acts as a powerful, magnetic force, attracting individuals and societies. This attraction is fueled by the promise of recognition, legacy, and meaning. The pursuit of glory can blind individuals to potential costs and sacrifices. The pursuit of glory often demands significant personal and collective sacrifices. The loss of innocence and suppression of individuality are common consequences in the quest for glory. Acceptance of suffering is frequently perceived as a necessary component in achieving glory. The pursuit of glory can result in long-term psychological trauma. The relentless pursuit of glory may erode empathy and compassion. Reconciling the idealized vision of glory with its harsh realities presents a significant challenge. Under the harsh dawn, young children endure a brutal trial, their small bodies navigating a muddy obstacle course. A stern instructor barks orders, his voice cutting through the air, demanding resilience from the exhausted children. Despite their pain, the children rise, their faces etched with determination, a silent testament to their forced endurance. Teenage warriors clash in brutal sparring matches, their faces grimed with sweat and determination. An older warrior observes impassively, his gaze cold and assessing. The older warrior's voice cuts through the arena. Mercy has no place here. Strike without hesitation. The war room pulses with a subtle, electric thrum, its atmosphere charged with anticipation. Their eyes, devoid of fear or doubt, lock onto the general, revealing unwavering loyalty. The general's voice cuts through the silence. Their next mission is outlined. Under the relentless sun, young warriors endure punishing training, each swing of their wooden swords echoing their fierce determination. A stern instructor barks merciless orders. The sound of wood against flesh punctuates the air. For every misstep, the price is steep. Extra laps, endless push-ups, relentless blows. In the dimly lit barracks, young warriors lie sprawled on straw mats, their bodies bearing the marks of grueling training. Kai winces, his face a mask of pain as his fingers brush against a fresh wound. Lena stares blankly at the ceiling, her eyes reflecting the brutal reality of their existence. And the narrator says, "Pain is proof." The battlefield unfolds, a panorama of carnage where fully trained warriors stand ready. Commander's voice cuts through the air, a chilling mantra of war. Hesitation is death. Compassion is weakness. Obedience is victory. Their faces, hardened masks reflecting the cold steel, reveal no trace of mercy. Under the harsh sun, soldiers march with unnerving precision, their synchronized steps echoing across the training grounds. The officers' sharp commands cut through the air, instilling discipline and obedience in their ranks. Faces etched with determination and fear, the soldiers embody the dehumanizing rigor of their training. On the battlefield, a relentless tide of soldiers surges forward. Drums thunder, horns blare, and chilling screams pierce the air. Steel meets flesh in a brutal clash as the scene erupts into chaos, a maelstrom of violence and fear. A soldier steels himself, his jaw tightening with grim resolve, and continues fighting. The battlefield lies silent, a gruesome tapestry of fallen bodies and shattered arms under the unforgiving Sunday. Through this desolation, a soldier trudges, his face masked with grime and the splatters of war. He walks with eyes that reflect nothing, a haunted soul navigating a landscape of death. The desolate battlefield stretches out, a panorama of death under a somber sky. Close-ups capture the agony, etched on the faces of the fallen. A lone warrior wanders through the carnage, his face a mask of grief and exhaustion. In the dimly lit tent, shadows flicker across the canvas as warriors gather for a solemn ritual. Their voices rise in a rhythmic chant, the air thick with a primal blend of fear and fervor. Blood stains the parched earth, a dark crimson testament to the oath sworn under the pale moonlight. The battlefield lies silent, a graveyard of broken dreams and shattered lives, as the lone warrior remains. He clutches a broken sword, his knuckles bone white, a stark testament to the brutal cost of victory. The faces of the fallen haunt his every waking moment, their silent screams echoing in the emptiness of his soul. As dawn breaks over the ancient battlefield, warriors gather, their armor glinting ominously in the pale light. The high priest raises a ceremonial dagger towards the heavens, a sacrifice prepared on the altar. The warriors chant, their voices a unified roar of fervor and fear, as the sun paints the sky with hues of blood and shadow. In the dim light of flickering torches, Kale sits alone, his young face etched with worry as he prepares for battle. Clutching a small amulet, he whispers a prayer, seeking strength and guidance from his ancestors. Haunted by visions of past battles and the fallen, Kale's anxiety intensifies as the drums and chanting echo around him, signaling the dawn of a fateful day. In a forest clearing, weathered warriors encircle their terrified prey as the air vibrates with ancient anticipation. The high priest raises a gleaming dagger towards the sky, his voice echoing through the trees as he chants ancient verses. Kale stands among the warriors, his hand instinctively moving towards his sword. The battlefield erupts in chaos, a storm of steel and fury where survival is a desperate struggle. A nameless warrior confronts the terror of battle, driven by primal instinct. The warrior is caught in a deafening cacophony of war, each moment a fight against oblivion. In the heart of the king's tent, King Theron sits alone, the dim candlelight casting long shadows across his weary face. A blood-stained metal trembles in his grasp, a heavy reminder of past glories and present burdens. His voice, etched with the burden of command, echoes in the stillness. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is fear, mastered only for a moment. A grand memorial rises against the skyline, etched with the names of kings and generals, celebrated in the hymns of victory. The camera descends to the nameless stones, each marking the grave of a common soldier. Forgotten in the annals of history, Alara kneels, placing a single flower on a grave as she whispers. Their triumph was survival, their recognition silence. Warriors at the bottom of the hierarchy paid a heavy price on the battlefield. These warriors' bodies were used as expendable resources in pursuit of goals not their own. Many returned broken, both physically and mentally, while others never returned, their sacrifices largely forgotten. The pursuit of glory primarily benefited the state, the king, and the empire, rather than the warriors themselves. Rank and honor served as tools to control and motivate soldiers, often with the false promise of lasting fame. Memory fades, and the glory sought often proves to be a hollow reward. Time inevitably inflicts decline on every warrior, regardless of their past strength. The body's resilience weakens, reflexes slow, and weapons become unwieldy with age. This decline is a gradual and relentless process, a stark reminder of mortality. On the ancient battlefield, a younger warrior leads his troops, his determination shining amidst the chaos of war. Steel clashes, cries echo, and the warrior's bravery becomes a beacon in the storm of battle. A symbol of strength and valor, the warrior showcases his tactical skill, turning the tide of battle. Years etched on his face, the warrior sits alone in the dim hut, a silhouette of past glories. Weary eyes fix on the dying fire, each flicker mirroring the battles fought and lost. Echoes of distant celebrations mock his isolation, a symphony of joy he can no longer partake in. In the village square, young soldiers march with gleaming armor, their vigor igniting the villagers' cheers. Unnoticed, the warrior grips his worn-out sword hilt, a relic of past glory. He walks away, disappearing into the crowd, a ghost among the living. Monuments and statues in city squares often represent idealized images of warriors and heroic deeds. These monuments serve as symbols of glory, celebrating historical figures and events. Subtle visual cues, such as shadows or faded inscriptions, can hint at the underlying cost of war. Battlefields starkly reveal the physical and emotional toll of war. The silence and desolation left behind contrast with triumphant narratives of military achievements. The scene emphasizes the grief and loss experienced by families and communities. Museum exhibits reveal the selective nature of historical memory. Societies choose to remember or forget aspects of past conflicts. The blood spilled in the soil of memory serves as a reminder of the true cost of triumph.